Alright, so I'm sitting next to this really cute girl, and she notices the stickers on my notepad. And she goes, "Hey, do you like Mario?" And I go, "I love Mario." And I ask her, "So are you getting the Luigi's Mansion 2 remake?" And this is where things take a terrible turn. It's not the fact that she all of a sudden casually mentioned she had a boyfriend. It's the fact that she asked me, "Do you have the original?" And I go, "Yeah, of course I do." And then she asked me, "So why would you get the remake?" I got up and walked away. Hey everyone, welcome to the channel where we talk about anything Nintendo related, where we talk about remakes, where we get excited for remakes, even if we own the original. So today we're talking about Luigi's Mansion 2 for the 3DS. Let's jump into it. The first thing I want to talk about in Luigi's Mansion 2 is the plot. It has a killer plot. So Professor Egad from Luigi's Mansion and Super Mario Sunshine, if you caught the reference, he's doing research at a facility with a bunch of friendly ghosts. All of a sudden, the dark moon shatters, and all these ghosts that are friendly become hostile. So naturally, he summons our favorite Ghostbuster, Luigi, and they go on a ghost hunting spree. But Egad spends the entire game looking at Luigi, wondering who could have possibly shattered the dark moon. And it is the funniest thing ever because the answer is obviously King Boo. It's not even a spoiler because A, it's obvious, and B, they literally show King Boo in the opening cutscene 45 seconds into the game, shattering the dark moon. And after all that, up until the very last stages of the game, Egad just sits there going, who could have possibly done this? If it's not obvious by now, it's the humor. I love the humor in Luigi's Mansion 2. I like the humor in almost every Nintendo game, but this one's special. Another characteristic I like about Egad is that he sends Luigi to do these horrible things to capture ghosts and fight bosses, and Luigi's scared out of his mind the whole time, and he just sends Luigi with a vacuum and a flashlight, which is more than enough, but still. And there are times where Egad just doesn't care. Like if you try to communicate with Egad, he'll contact you back and say, "Oh Luigi, sorry, were you doing something? I was distracted. What's going on?" Right after you beat a boss. Or one of my favorite parts is like Luigi's trying to contact Egad, and you can see Egad's mentioning how he's eating popcorn, enjoying the show. Egad's a prick. The humor is hilarious. Poor Luigi. I love all of it. The game emphasizes a lot on its humor through its graphic styles, its music, and its character. For example, if you remember in Luigi's Mansion, one of the ways Egad would contact Luigi was through the Game Boy Color. Well, on the 3DS, he contacts Luigi through a DS, which I find funny, because every time you need to contact him, Luigi literally pulls out a DS and just contacts Egad. It's really cool, it's really small, it's almost immersive when it's not meant to be, but it's a nice reference. I just like the fact that every time you end a stage or every once in a while, Luigi just flips out a DS and he's like, "Time to go." I just want to take a moment to say that one of the genuinely horrific moments of the game is the game over message. It doesn't say game over or anything like that. It just says good night, ... That's it. Isn't that creepy? The game is playful, it's a lovable comedy, and it's not taking itself too seriously. Why should it? It's a game involving our favorite Ghostbuster, Luigi. So let's talk about the game itself. The graphics, even for right now on the 3DS, are phenomenal. It fits the aesthetics really well. It looks really good. It looks really clean. It fits the environment really well. I have absolutely nothing to say about the way this game looks or feels. But I will say this. I'll go a step beyond. It's a 3DS game, and truthfully, as much of as a Nintendo fan I am, I don't play a lot of games on the 3DS in 3D. I just don't like it. This is one of the few games I went out of my way to play in the 3D motion. It just felt great, because one of the other benefits of playing on the 3DS is gyro control. You can literally hold your 3DS around and control the environment, the gameplay you can literally control the environment of the. So you can use gyro controls to move the 3DS around, and it actually affects gameplay in the real world. This, coupled with the 3D effect of the 3DS, I think makes for really interesting gameplay, really immersive gameplay, really fun gameplay. What I'm trying to get at is they put a lot of time and effort on focusing on every single tiny thing in this game, and it paid off. Another one of the things you'll notice about Luigi's Mansion 2 is that there's always something somewhere to hide. There's gems, coins, hidden ghosts, literally hidden in items, hidden passageways. There's always something to find in every single corner. There's no room that's there without a purpose. This game is full of content. I guess what I'm trying to tell you is this game's fun, go pick it up. But to be fair, I guess I should throw out some criticisms of the game if you buy it based on my word only, so here we go. The game is set up by missions. It's not like Luigi's Mansion where you can roam and unlock in the hidden areas and progress through the game. The game has missions, mission 1, 2, and 3 in different stages. And that really sucks because when you complete a mission, you're automatically teleported back to EGAD's laboratory completely against your will. You have no choice in the matter, and then you start a new mission. But some of the new missions pick off where the last mission picked off. So what I'm trying to say is that the teleportation and ending the mission is completely pointless. It takes you away from the immersion and it limits your ability to explore around. EGAD will literally tell you, hey, you can't go there yet. We're not there yet in the mission statement. So you have to go and backtrack. I don't like that. Luckily, it's not that big of a deal, but it does take away from the experience. I hope they change that in the remake. Some of these bosses can be annoying. One of them in particular made me sit there for a good while thinking to myself, how do I beat this boss? Like, it was a real head scratcher. It got me, I'll admit it. But another thing about the bosses that really annoys me is they're all at least 15 minutes, which sucks because if you die, there's no checkpoint. So if you're 10 minutes into a 15-minute boss fight and you die, you have to start all over. That can be really annoying. I guarantee you, or at least I hope, I'm calling it out now, they're going to change that in the remake. They're either going to dumb down the bosses or they're going to add checkpoints. I'm waiting for that. The game's really short. I just told you it has a lot of content, and that's not a lie. There's plenty of post-game to do. There's online play. There's still plenty of areas to explore after you complete the missions. But the main gameplay, along with some collectibles, took me 15 hours. It's not a particularly long game. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. You should probably know that before you go on. It's a nice game to play on a weekend or two on your downtime, especially with missions where you can take a break. But other than that, again, I recommend picking up this game. The game's fun, the music's good, it's on the 3DS, it has gyro control, it's Luigi, humor, graphics. The criticisms I have of this game are genuine criticisms, but they don't take away from the overall experience of the game, which is just fun, goofy humor with Luigi. And I highly recommend picking it up. Am I getting the remake, even though I have the original right there? Yeah. Yes. That's it, guys. Thank you for watching. I'll link my Luigi's Mansion 3 review in the link down below. If you want to check that out, like and subscribe if you like the video. Pick up this game. I'll see you guys in Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon for the Switch. Thank you.